This Lil Tecca and you watching Hip Hop Guru.
What up, y'all? This is Mucho TV. I'm with the Hip Hop Guru. We got a very special guest today. What's up, Tecca? How you been, man?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
Good, man. Just want to say big congrats on the Tech album, man. Had some of my favorite songs from last year, and you just keep continuously improving, bro. Like, you're doing your thing out here, for real.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, man. So I'm gonna try to get some different answers out of you that you've answered before, and try to switch things up for this interview, not do the typical things, but still, just for anybody who hasn't dived into your story before, let's just start with where you grew up. So, born in Queens and raised in Long Island, correct?
Both. Really raising both.
Raised in both. Okay. Can you tell us about like a big difference between both, vibes wise, between Queens and Long Island?
Yeah, it's definitely different, even though the part of Queens that I'm from is definitely really close to the part of Long Island I moved to. Very different. People dress different, people talk different, into different things.
Yeah.
But different types of people.
100%.
But it's all New York at the end of the day.
It's all New York. Okay. And
Yeah.
so one thing about New York is that they very much like to be outside, right? But
Yeah.
when I listen to your music, you seem like kind of an introvert, brother. You seem like you don't want to be in the mix. You seem like
Yeah.
you rather be to yourself. Is that a proper conclusion that I'm getting?
100%. If you see me going crazy, I was feeling different that day. I was feeling different that day. It was a good day. It was a really good day.
Right on. Yeah. Okay, so when you're in Queens, and Long Island too, or just New York in general, were you listening to a lot of New York artists or New York rappers specifically? Because you sound like you
Mm,
could be from everywhere damn near.
Yeah, I wasn't listening to a lot of New York artists, honestly.
Okay, yeah. So who are you listening to a lot growing up?
Michael Jackson and
Michael
just like,
Jackson.
yeah,
Oh,
and just
okay.
like Jamaican music that my parents would play around the house and stuff like
Mm.
that. Eminem, Lil Wayne.
I didn't know
Um,
you were Jamaican, brother.
I'm fully Jamaican, 100%.
Okay. Yeah, we're from Toronto, so we have a high Jamaican population out here. I
That's
know you have an interesting connection with Toronto for sure.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. Um, I want to be honest. The first time I ever heard about you was via Six Buzz TV. This was
Probably what?
this was about maybe 6 or 7 years ago. I was friends with the guy that ran that page, and I always saw it as funny, as you just trolling and just making the most out of what was probably a fluke accident that your song sounded like LB's, right?
Luke
Um,
Act? No, not a
no,
fluke
so
accent.
oh, so you actually drew inspiration from that song.
I found the type of beat it was, and I hopped on the type of beat.
Okay.
So accident? No, not an accident. I didn't find the beat on accident. I found the
Mhm.
song. Like, what the fuck is this song?
Okay.
So, no, not accident.
Oh, that okay. Have you been able to chop it up with LB since then?
No.
No. Okay. I do see that I believe it was A Man Like Joseph pulled up on you one time in New York.
Yes.
That's right. How did that connection happen?
Because I wanted to get him in one of my music videos.
Okay,
So I was like,
sick.
you gotta pull up for this video. He was like, okay, bet.
It was that
He stayed at my
simple.
crib. Like,
Really?
yeah, bro.
That's real because I'll be real, like sometimes it feels like Americans don't pay attention to anything that happens, especially like 5 or 6 years ago with the underground scene here. The fact that you're tapped in, that says a lot, bro.
Pay attention? No, I was not paying attention. I
No.
can say that honestly that shit came up on my recommended by accident. 100%. And
Okay.
what drew it to me was the fact that I was like, who the fuck are these young ass kids with millions of views on their shit?
Yeah.
So what made me realize they weren't American was the money. I was like, okay, what the fuck? This is like brown money, blue, green money. Like, what the fuck is going on? And yeah, that's what really put me onto the whole scene.
Okay,
For
that's
real.
amazing. Yeah. And so is it safe to say that Six Buzz and maybe Toronto as a whole had a pretty not a giant but a sizable part of you blowing up, or at least in the beginning stages?
Blowing up, no.
No. Okay.
But getting my foot through the door and actually getting people to see who I am, yes. Because I feel like that's all it is for artists is to that it always be that last push. Like,
Hmm.
how can I get that last, you know what I'm saying? And to me, that wasn't my last push. That was like the first little glimpse of like, okay, what the fuck is this kid talking about? Like, who is this
Yeah.
little nigga? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It
Yeah.
wasn't even about my music. It was about who the fuck is this little nigga just saying shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't say that back then you knew any of my songs. You just knew me from Six Bus talking crazy.
Facts.
And then
Facts.
found out that I could make some damn music later.
Mm-hmm.
So did I blow up off that shit? No.
Mm-hmm.
But did I get a sense of awareness? 100%.
Right. Right. And did you ever feel because you were trolling pretty hard, like I'm from Jaden Finch, or I'm from Werner, you're saying some wild stuff like that. But did you ever feel like, oh man, when I'm in Toronto, I gotta bring security or something like that?
You gotta remember, bro, I'm coming home from 10th grade and pulling up this shit on my phone.
Okay,
I'm
right,
not thinking about no damn, I'm about to go to Toronto, sold out shows. No. I'm
right,
like, yo, when I get home from school, I'm
yeah,
finna go crazy. Hop on the phone, go crazy. Like a man like Joseph, all them niggas, y'all hop online, we about to go crazy. Like, I'm
right,
not thinking about no shows and shit like that, bro. I'm just a young nigga just making a movie online. Like,
right. That's hard to imagine that you were only in 10th grade then. Okay, I got
yeah, bro, I was in ninth, 10th grade, bro. These niggas
yeah,
in my school was like, yo, who the fuck is these Canadian niggas on your gram, bro? Like, I gotta explain these niggas the whole situation and shit.
right,
Like,
yeah,
I ain't thinking about that shit, bro.
right, okay. And so, not to get stuck on Toronto too much, but afterwards, like because of that stuff, did you start tapping in a little bit more, maybe? Like,
A
do you?
100% because
Okay.
you gotta remember, at a certain point, I was getting 1,000 motherfucking views on my live with 15,000 followers. So I'm like,
Nice. Yeah.
if I'm about to troll some shit, I got a lot of niggas looking at me. I gotta know what I'm talking about. I gotta do a little bit of research at least. You know what I'm
Because you're
saying?
getting specific, like,
At least I gotta know some shit at least, you know? And I got a lot of time on my hands at the time. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? I got
yeah.
time to research all this shit. I'm a young nigga.
Right,
So
right.
fuck it. It was
Okay.
lit.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. Like you really took that opportunity and then like made the most of it. And I know that was just the beginning, but still, that was
Because
very
you don't just wake up and a page with half a million followers is like, yo, I'm about to expose you. You don't just wake up and that type of shit presents itself. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Especially as a nigga that's trying to all you need is the people to see you. That's all you
yeah,
need. So
100%.
like shit, why you think I'm gonna just turn my comments off and
Nah.
just fucking delete my pictures? No. I'm gonna go live and let's talk about it. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
You leaned all the way in. I love it.
100%. But would I
Yeah.
do some shit like that today? Fuck no.
Right. Because you
Fuck
don't you don't need to. The music talks for itself.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do because genuinely, that's not who I am.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a opportunity that presented itself that I would be dumb to not take.
Right, yeah. Because you strike me as you like personality wise, it's kind of a 180, like your public profile now. Like people, if you know 5 or 6 years ago,
Yeah,
but
exactly. Exactly.
but now
Exactly.
this is more likely the real you just making music in your bedroom and stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So around that time, then you're in Long Island. You made the song, and sorry, it's escaping me. The one that sounds like the one that with the LBB.
Talking about Colin.
Call it.
Yeah.
And so is that maybe your first song that like did numbers?
100%. That was my first song that like had promotion behind it for free.
Yeah, for free.
Like, of course, it's the first one that had numbers, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
and
yeah.
not like numbers as numbers. I'm talking about maybe 3,000 plays in a day. That was my first song to have 3,000 in a day. So
Yeah, that's a lot
back
coming up.
then, yeah, back then, relative to what I was used to, I was like, damn, it's kind of OD.
Yeah. Okay. And so from then to let's say, I know there's a lot of steps, but from then to We Love You Tecca. Like, can you give it to me how that happened, like how you got from there to that? Because you don't want that momentum to just stall and you're just a Toronto troll, right? Like, how do you
Yeah,
go
of
from
course.
that to that? Yeah.
The way I went from just being like a fucking Toronto meme to that was just song by song because it got to a certain point to where I'm like, okay, people might actually think I'm good. I don't ever want this to go away.
Yeah.
So let me make as many good songs as I can
Mm-hmm.
and put them out while I'm good. Because I don't
100%.
know if I'm gonna be good forever. So let me just go fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So I made Love Me.
Thank
I remember when Love Me, I made Count Me Out. It was a few of them that I made. And
you.
then it led up to the point where Taz Taylor was like, yo, I want to make a mixtape of Lil Tecca. And that's when I flew out to LA. And that's when I made Did It Again, Ransom, Shots, The Score, a lot of the big songs off of We Love You Tecca. And then started traveling, making more songs and shit like that. Then I had enough songs for a project. Dropped Ransom. Let me not just skip to Ransom.
Yeah.
Did fucking like interview write-ups with Lyrical Lemonade, like got familiar with the brand and shit like that. Then it got to a point where like, okay, bet, let's shoot this video. And it
Mhm.
was originally for Molly Girl.
Oh wow.
Mid-flight of us to DR, we switched the song to Ransom. That video wasn't even
Wow.
supposed.
That
So
video, that vibe is perfect for Ransom. Like,
yeah, yeah.
cause like
So
even Ransom kind of like it sounds kind of like dance hall-y, like a little bit. Like it's like it
yeah,
has like that
it
Allen
takes
vibe to it.
no, it takes direct inspiration. Even if you ask Taz Taylor, he'll tell you. He'll tell you that he told Nick Mira to make a Afro trap beat, word for word.
Were you
Just
were you
figure out how
cool?
to do it.
Were you cool with that? Cause that doesn't sound like your other stuff. Like, were you hesitant at all? Like your
To
older
hop on
stuff?
that beat,
Yeah.
when I heard that beat, that was the beat I was looking for my whole life.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I heard that one, I was like, okay, yeah, it's
Yeah.
game
Yeah.
time.
Okay. Okay.
For
That
real, for
that
real.
no, that makes total sense. Okay. And so, but even like just dropping songs consistently, and then Taz Taylor reaches out to you to make a debut mixtape.
Yeah.
Still though, like, did he just? It was it just by chance? He just found you online? Like, was it like?
Yeah, he literally just found, and it was so crazy because he tweeted that maybe 24 hours after I created Twitter. Like I didn't even have a Twitter account.
Oh
You know what I'm
wow,
saying? I made Twitter and then he tweeted it. I checked Twitter and I was like,
wow,
because this is you gotta remember before this, I'm only rapping on YouTube beats exclusively. I've never even met a producer in my life.
yeah,
I don't know none. I don't know nobody. So when I check his bio and he talking about credits, colon, Drake, X, Juice World,
You're like,
da 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 da
oh
da
shit.
da da. I'm like, nigga, what? Like, you know what I mean? So that's when I linked up with bro and we made all those songs.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All
And
right.
then going from that, Virgo World made that project. That project was kind of like my slower vibe,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. And did you feel like a lot of pressure because Ransom blew the hell up like that? Like that's a beast in itself. Like
Yeah.
you'll be eating off that like residuals for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
technically could drop another song and you'd be fine. But
Yeah.
did you feel any pressure after dropping that to be like, damn, it can't just be that one?
Honestly, I didn't.
Wow.
I really didn't. And the only reason I didn't is because no one wrote Ransom for me. I wrote the song myself.
Right,
I did it
right.
myself. I'm like, if this is something I've done, I could do it again. Like, and
Mm-hmm.
I can keep doing like this is what I do. It's not just something I've done before.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Because there's because you see it, like there's a lot of artists in your same ilk or probably that blew up around the same time that you did, that one big song, but they don't have a consistent fan base like you know what I mean? They don't
you
have
got
a
no one, no one on this earth, unless you already have the amount of fans that if you drop a fire song, you know it's gonna go. As a coming up artist, nobody makes a song and is like, yo, this is gonna change my life forever. I'm
Mhm.
not gonna lie, I made Ransom and I thought that.
You
But
it's
nobody,
okay.
but nobody is gonna make a song and be like, you can't be like, this is going #1 type shit. As
Right.
coming up, or this is the #1 song. So
Yeah.
there's no way to kind of plan for that unless you really are prepared and you have the songs. Like having a big song early in your career is not a good thing. It's a bad thing.
Right.
You
And
don't want to have a hit early in your career. You want to have a hit 3 years into your career because you already have fans 3 years into your career. You know what I'm saying? So
mhm.
you got to remember timelines for music. You have a hit, that means you got 8 months.
Yeah.
That means you
Eight,
got 8, 9 months.
8 months to
That's your
deliver
time.
again.
Exactly.
Okay, okay, okay.
No, not to deliver again, but until that hit don't matter no more. We done
Okay,
heard that hit.
got you, got you,
It's
got
not a hit no more.
you. Yeah.
What's the next song? What makes you special this year? What
Yeah,
makes you
yeah, yeah.
special now? What's
Yeah.
new about you? Because you got
Yeah.
to think about it like a new girl in school. This new
Mhm.
girl, she's only new for a week. After
Yes.
that, you're like the other girls in school. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
That's
fire
how it is being.
metaphor, yeah.
That's how it is being a new artist in the game.
Okay.
So you gotta keep finding ways to be
To
new.
reinvent yourself. Okay. Yeah. So I am saying that we only have a few minutes left. So I will skip forward a little bit to the new album. Um and so Tech, brother, like talk to me about how you felt when, because you talked about how you felt when you created Ransom. Talked about how you felt when you created 500 pounds, because that's a serious one too.
Yeah, I can't even sit here and cap like I knew it was OD. I knew it
Mhm.
was fire. I'm like, okay, this is different for me, but it was kind of so different that I'm like, are they gonna like be kind of like turning their head at this? Like, does this make sense? Does this make sense in the context of who I am? But when I
And I,
packaged it up right
yeah,
and I put it together, I was like, okay, bet this is exactly where I gotta take my career. This
yeah.
exact direction I gotta turn.
And I agree, because to me the difference between 500 pounds and some of maybe your older music is that, you know, it's all melodic, it's all catchy, but
Yeah,
like you're actually spitting in 500 pounds too. Like every
yeah,
line's basically a bar, and then
yeah.
you don't
And I
hear
feel
that
like
much in like the new wave of hip hop for real. I don't know if you agree with that, but
honestly, I don't really listen to too many people to have like a sound opinion on that.
yeah.
But I think just the 500 pound shit, just my newer shit is just like it's more grown music.
Mhm.
It's more grown appealing music. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Sure.
Yeah, yeah. No, I definitely agree. The last thing that I want to touch on is like that, just that famous meme of you on Rap Genius, right? Where
Mhm,
you just, nah, that was cap, nah, that was cap, nah, that
mhm.
was cap.
I don't have no straps for nobody. I don't got no strap. The ops is people that be hating and I don't even know them. Like, where did you come from? No, I've never been to Europe or nothing. I like fashion brands clothes, but you feel me? I don't be wearing hella of it, but that line was just like, I was just adding wordplay. Just like fitting what works together.
I think it's dope that you're just like admitting that like certain shit is you're just boasting, like a lot of people do as well. Like,
Yeah.
how important do you feel um quote unquote authenticity has to be in rap music in general?
Let me ask you a question. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie of all time, probably Interstellar.
Is it based on a true story?
No, not at all.
Exactly.
True. Yeah.
Every good movie don't gotta be based on a true story. Because at the end of the day, I'm a melody writer. I'm a songwriter. If I can get you to bop your head, my job is done. Just like a director. You can leave with a message from that movie, his job is done. No matter if it's based on a true story or not. Movie's a movie, song is a song. Outfit is an outfit. Art is art.
Yeah. I like that, man. Yeah. Scarface wouldn't be as good if it was a documentary.
You know what I'm saying?
No. Okay. Yeah, man. Tecca, I really appreciate the interview, brother. I tried to make it a little different than the other ones. Especially thank you for letting us in on that like Toronto background information, man. So I
Bro,
really,
that type of shit, I ain't hiding nothing. I feel like that part is such like a pure part of my career.
Hell yeah.
That was I was willing to do anything to make it. That's like
100.
shit.
Yeah.
I ain't guilty or I ain't embarrassed or nothing. I'm proud of it.
Nah, man. And honestly, like we're proud that we're part of the story too, man. And we're excited to see you at the end of the month.
Because more than anything, Toronto's lit. Even though I was trolling it, Toronto was lit. You know what I mean? So, and I fuck with
Toronto is
Toronto.
lit. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I
yes,
fuck
sir.
with Toronto. So
Let them know.
love is love.
All right. Thank you, brother. Have a good rest of your day, man.
You too, bro. You gotta hit Jane.
Yeah, I gotta hit Jane. I will.